Hey everybody, welcome back to Exploring Temecula. Today's video, we are wrapping up our May market update for Temecula, Murrieta and Menifee. If there was any time that you should subscribe to this channel and get these monthly market updates, whether you're a buyer or seller or even a homeowner, I would say this is the time. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens over the next 6 months with rising interest rates. Is there going to be more supply in way of homes? Are people going to start listing their homes? And these are all things that we go over in the video every single month. I can tell you just a quick story. Over the last year and a half, my wife, who's a licensed appraiser, started actually looking at when she got an appraisal request for a sale. She got so sick of these homes that were $70,000, $80,000, offers over what it's worth. She would start looking at these properties, and sometimes she wouldn't even take the appraisal because she doesn't want to blow up real estate deals. Well, we had somebody call us the other day to do an appraisal because their home was not selling and they thought it was overpriced. Well, we did the appraisal, and the appraisal basically came in to right what the list price is. So, we have not seen this in many, many months, actually a few years. This is the first time that this has happened in a long time. So some pockets I'm finding, some areas are starting to really slow down and see the effects of the interest rates. Others are not. You're still seeing homes go over list price. I listed 3 homes this month. 2 homes are under contract. One I think was $10,000 around over list price. One's $3,000 over list price. And the other one I still have listed, and we've dropped the price 2 or 3 times. If you are interested in the Temecula area and you need some help, some guidance, in regards to the real estate market, please reach out to us. We've been doing this a long time, and I will point you in the best direction that I know with my market knowledge, with my experience, and I'll make you or put you in the best position possible, whether you're buying or selling or need an appraisal. So let's get into the video, and thank you very much for watching Exploring Temecula. Okay everybody, so here we are, May 2022 market update for Temecula, Murrieta and Menifee. For those of you that are new to the channel, the reason I pick 3 of these cities, not only do I work in these 3 cities, but I also find that having a larger sample size of homes gives a better overview of the market. One thing that I wanted to point out right away, a few things. First of all, the new listings, this is again one of the major problems in and throughout America of why home prices have skyrocketed and also tend to be holding pretty well even when interest rates have gone up 1.5, 2 points in the last 3 months. You can see Temecula right now, as for May 2022, had 188 new listings, and you are right in par, almost with February in 2021, which December, January, and February are really historically low in way of newly listed properties. If you want to go back to May, April, May of 2021, we had 262 listings in Temecula, newly listed properties, as opposed to 188. That's a huge difference. And then in Murrieta City, or the city of Murrieta, we had 334 listings in May, and pretty close, really low, 233. And then for Menifee, we had 249 in May of 2021, and in May of 2022, we had 261. So as you can see, the problem continues in regards to the supply or homes on the market. Now, active listings. This is, something that people start, just be aware of. If there's historically low listings newly listed properties in each of these cities, why are the active listings going up every month for the last 3 or 4 months? Are we seeing a turn? Are we seeing homes stay on the market a little longer? Are we seeing homes not selling? All of those things could and definitely are real possibilities, especially moving forward in the next couple months. But again, newly listed properties, historic lows, active listings are actually going up. So just, definitely something to think about for anybody moving forward. Now, days on market, really the same. We had an uptick in January, November, December, and January, probably just because there's, again, way less people looking for homes in that time frame. And we are sticking with the 7, 8, 7, days on market. It's still a situation, guys, where if you list your property correctly, it will sell within that 7 to 8 days. If you have a higher end property, meaning it's over $1 million, or if the seller's reaching and it's not upgraded, as I've mentioned on these videos many times before, those are the homes that are actually sitting on the market now and they are not selling. Next, shows per listing. Going down and down and down. I've talked about this. Right here was the prime peak. February 2021, April. This was when interest rates were historically low and the home prices were actually reasonable in way of what people could afford. The problem is, and the reason we're having these low showing numbers, in my opinion, a big reason being is that there's the pool of buyers that can afford these homes at this point is much smaller. Now, I can tell you historically over these videos, the days on or the showings per listing don't really determine what the home sells for. You're still seeing homes sell for 100% of the original list price or more. And so really, just because you're getting 5 showings as opposed to 17 or 18, it really does not make a difference. And I'll show you here, percentage of original list price. Last month, April, we were at 103.9 for Temecula, 103.9 for Murrieta, Menifee 103.1, meaning if you list your property for $500,000, you are going to get that $515,000 in the end for your property. It did fall very little though. So even in the month of May, homes in Temecula, Murrieta, and Menifee are selling for over what they're listed for on average. So again, showings per listing don't really correlate to what you're actually getting for the property. It's actually nice, or it is nice, to have less people through your home. I'm sure as a seller, instead of having 15 people in your home being a zoo for Friday, Saturday, you're getting 5 or 6 showings and you are getting a solid offer. Finally, I wanted to go sales price. Really, even though interest rates have risen, again, the 1.5 to 2 points over the last 6 months, we're really not seeing a change. We saw a slight dip in Temecula. The average sales price in Temecula in April was $747. In May, it was $739. So a difference of around $7,000 to $8,000. Really not a big difference. We did see dips here throughout the last year. And all it did was bounce back. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you that this dip means anything until I see consecutive months with this happening. But it didn't happen in Murrieta. Murrieta's average sales price is $663 in April, and it went up to $670 in May. And in Menifee, it went from $579 in April up to $586. Now what I am seeing is, because Temecula is generally a little higher in way of average sales price, a little more expensive for buyers. They are moving to Murrieta. They are buying in Murrieta because it is a very similar city to Temecula, and less 15% for the same home. And Menifee, it is also a very nice city. The only thing that you have to be aware of with Menifee is the school district is not, the ratings are not close to what you would see in Murrieta or Temecula. So there you have it, guys. Quick update. Hopefully these help you. Make sure you subscribe, and thank you for watching Exploring Temecula.